Welcome back to another FoxyNoTail live stream here live on YouTube. We're on Truly Bedrock Season 4. I'm going to be working on a shop, which I started kind of sort of working towards in the last live stream. Yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing today. Hello and welcome. An unusual time of day, an unusual place to find me. But you're going to be seeing more and more of my streams on YouTube over the next few weeks, I would imagine, should all things be going well and correctly. Pamela Gage says, Foxy, how's your day? My day's going pretty well, thank you. How's your day? We've got Jared saying hi, Snare, Hermetic Crystal, Third Hand Cargo, Jay Hull, Nathan Wickenden, Rian Jordan, the Alien Doctor, Sheriff Pie Wipe, the Ultimate Milk Channel, TC Games, Vernity, somebody whose name is just a bunch of letters, Benedict, Thomas Kimbrell, all here saying hello. Hi, how you doing? What's going on? Right, peeps. Is it blurry for you, or is that just my feed coming back? My feed looks awful, but I don't know. Do I look... Is it blurry or is it normal? And I would love to see what it actually looks like live. I don't know how to do that, though. How you do it, bruv? Let me click a button, see what happens. Because I don't want to be blurry. If it's blurry, it's no good. Oh, no. How you do it, bruv? It's not blurry. That's good news. It's just my little replay. Howligator's OMG kidneys? What's wrong with your kidneys? It's not good, is it? You don't want your kidneys to be no good. Right, okay. I'm sat at home on disability with blockade on my with a blockage on my kidneys. Oof. Oh, there you go. You told me what's wrong with your kidneys before I even asked. Okay. So, peeps, if you're not already aware, in my last live stream, we started working towards what is going to be called the Needle in the Haystack shop. And I've already started building it today. I've started recording my video, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to live stream some of it because, well, I've got a lot of work to do. This is part of it. This is a randomizer. This is basically taking loads of junk out of these sugar boxes, which are all now thankfully empty, so we can switch these over. And it's putting them into these ones in a totally random, completely discombobulated order, which is going to be what this shop is all about. I wouldn't worry too deeply about how it all works or what's going on with it right now, because if you want to know that, you can check out the VOD of my previous live stream, where that should hopefully be explained. Right, first thing I'm going to do is break all of these empty ones, replace them with full ones and get this going. And then we're going to go have a look at what I've been building so far. No, I'm not going to replace the beetroot one because that's got stuff still left in it. And this is just, I'm getting rid of all my stuff. All my stuff, all my slime blocks, all my golden carrots, all my sea lanterns, all my building blocks. Well, not all my building blocks, but a lot of my building blocks all going. And we've got a whole bunch of empty shulker boxes as well now. So these are all done. These can go in the done pile. Let's go put those in the done pile. Let's replace them. You getting sick of my foxy lol, says Pamela Gage. Me? Why would I be getting sick of that? I've only, like, seen it twice. So, you know, I don't think I'm getting... Oh, no, I don't want the empty ones in there. No. This is where the... Oh, jeez. Now we've got that problem again, where we got invisible shulker boxes. It's not invisible, it's invisible. I know, I'm being silly, jeez. It's not real, guys. Okay, they're all done. So all of these ones, these empty ones, can go on the front. And we can get cracking. Which version of is Truly Bedrock now, says Nevin? This is Truly Bedrock Season 4. We're currently playing on 1.18.31, which is nice. I know 1.18.32 is technically out for servers, but it really only affects Switch players, so I'm not in any particular rush to upgrade us just yet. There we go. What we're going to be doing, we're not hanging about. You can already see in my inventory, we've got some hay bales. That's what we're going to be working with today. And I've been crafting a whole bunch of hay bales. I basically spent hay bales, and I keep running out, which is unfortunate because I've now completely run out of bones in order to, you know, craft bone meal in order to make the hay bales. So this is my last lot. I say it to you every time I see you online on Twitch, lol. I'm Stitch Fix. Oh, okay. I probably just don't notice it. I'm sorry. There we go. Got a bunch of hay bales in here as well. So we're not completely out of hay bales, and you may have just seen behind me what we're actually going to be working on. So before I show you that, let me just hop down here. So this, if you don't know what this is already, this area is called Chaos Hill. And it's basically a hill where all of the players have just added completely random stuff to it. And I hadn't worked on it yet. So I decided I wanted to build right at the top of this thing and have the highest one on there. So I built up there. I built a floating island right on the top of this Guardian here. It's not the fanciest floating island in the world because I've never made one. I don't really know what I'm doing with them, to be honest. And on top of that, we're just going to have a giant haystack. And as you can see, I've started working on it, but I keep running out of hay bales. So yeah, we've got the structure going in place, and inside's going to have millions of sugar boxes that the players can basically gamble on which one they're going to get. And some of them are going to have amazing prizes in. So we're going to have to do a few live streams before this is finished, because I'm going to have to go mining for diamond, mining for ancient debris, get lots of nice things that the players can actually win. So yeah, lots to do. Still waiting for you to check out the Chorzino lols spam the gauge. I'll have to check it out. I don't know where it is. Benedict Came says, hey Foxy, can you make a witch farm tutorial? If you check out my season 3 witch farm video, that's pretty much a tutorial. It's got it all in there. ZQNXTY says, hey, I recently got the mod for mob head drop. It doesn't work on Aternus, by the way. There's a glitch in the update that can make it not work. It works fine. You're just probably not installing it correctly, or Aternus, maybe if it's not working, you need to get in touch with them and say, hey, it's not working, because it works on all the other servers. Doug says, hey, what did I miss? Nothing yet. We've hardly started. It's in the end. Oh, I haven't been to the end for a long time. I maybe have to go and check that out. Maybe we can do that a bit later in the live stream. I don't know. Speaking of kidneys, my back's killing me this morning. I don't know what it is. Maybe I've been sat in my chair for too long. I don't know. The challenge is finding it, says Benny Perez in the end. Right, okay. So obviously what I've been doing to build this up is I've been placing dirt and then putting the hay bales on top of it. But I've now got to the point I can't reach. And I don't want to just... Well, A, I haven't got any scaffolding because it's all gone inside of those sugar boxes, and B, I don't want to just go plonking scaffolding around. So we're going to have to try and climb up this and not fall off. So it's getting tricky, but we are getting towards the peak now, which means it's easier to build than it was at the bottom because there's less blocks required. So basically, all I'm going to do is come around on the inside of this, placing loads of dirt first so that I can place the hay bales on. And the reason I want to do that is because I want the hay bales facing upwards. I don't want them laid down, being all higgledy-piggledy. I want them all facing the right way up, which, you know, is just not the easiest thing to do. Not the easiest thing to do when you've got a very discombobulated and awkward, you know, thing to be building from, I guess. Bouncy Zim Zim says, hello, humans. Hello, Foxy, says Pakuka. Hello. Have you watched the new Doctor Strange? No, I haven't. Please don't talk about it. I'm going to see it on Friday. I don't want any spoilers. I don't want any, this person's in it or that person's in it. If you do, I've said this before, and I know it sounds harsh, but if people start doing spoiler chat in my chat, I will ban you. Simple as that. I don't have many things in life that I really, really enjoy, and the not knowing the Marvel films and enjoying it firsthand without any spoilers is one of the few things that I enjoy. Okay, so please don't spoil it. Bruh, don't spoil the Marvel films for me, or any films for that matter. I just, you know, films are great. It's like reading a book. No one really spoils a book because books are mainly driven by your imagination, but it's very easy to spoil a film, and I don't want it spoiled. Okay, simple as that. But it has Doctor Strange in it. Does that count as a spoiler? Bouncy Zim Zim. I know that's a joke, right? But honestly, don't push your luck, because I genuinely have, and I will, banned people for doing spoilers after I've asked them not to before, even when they're just messing about, thinking, you know, oh, it's not a spoiler, I'm just being funny. Just don't do it, because you're going to just irritate me. And if you irritate me, you're going to be gone. And I'm not in a bad mood, I'm in a good mood, so let's not put me in a bad mood, okay? Will Stickland's here, says, hi Foxy, what we're building? We're building a giant haystack that's going to have a fancy... Well, it's not fancy. It's going to be probably one of the most ugliest shops in the world inside it to go with one of the most ugliest builds that I'm building. But yeah, it's going to be a fun sort of gambling shop for the TB members to come and gamble in, I guess. Not going to spoil, no worries. Thank you. Appreciate that. Going to see it tonight. Please no spoilers, says Pamela Gage. Yeah, I'm very excited. So, oh no, I'm not seeing it Friday, actually. I'm seeing it Saturday morning. I could go and see it Friday night, but I'm still slightly concerned about the high levels of COVID in my area, and because I am highly susceptible, because I've got a lowered immune system, I'm going to go see it on Friday morning instead, when there's likely to be a lot less people in the cinema. So yeah, Saturday morning. Rise and shine. Jack, my 16-year-old son's not going to be happy with that because it means dragging him out of bed early, but at least he'll get to see a cool film when he wakes up, so that's good. Hi, Foxy. Because of you, I'm now making an add-on. Thanks, it's really fun. Oh, good. What add-on are you making? What are you making? Unless you don't want to tell everybody in case we steal the idea because it's such a good idea. I understand that, but fair enough. But it'd be nice to know. Let us know if you want to know. If you want to let us know, obviously. If you don't want to let us know, don't let us know. Keep it to yourself, mate. Don't let any of those add-on stealers steal it before you've made it. I'm a Marvel geek. Entire living room, NBR covered in movie posters, pops, charters, figures, and figurines. Oh, amazing. Okay. Wow, you're even worse than I am with it all. Oh, geez. Well, I'm nearly falling off. I know a lot of people get really into like watching like the documentaries beforehand. Oh yeah, there was someone like got this secret filming stuff at the studio. It was being done, and we've got this sneak peek, and we know this person's going to be in it. And I'm like, no, I don't want to know any of that. Let me find out during the film. Don't tell me. And then the people are posting the end credits online, and you're whoa, I haven't even seen the film yet. Don't put the end credits on YouTube. What are you doing? It's so annoying. So yeah. Keep it to yourself. If you know stuff, even if it's really exciting, keep it to yourself. Can't beat a midnight showing if you don't have little kids, says Waylanders. My cinema doesn't do midnight showings. It does do. It's quite late. I think you can be there until midnight. Like you can catch one after 10 p.m, but that's about it. But to be honest with you, I'm old. I don't want to watch films at midnight and get home at like 2 o'clock in the morning because I'll be dying the next day. So yeah. Early morning is good for me. Even the trailers show too much, says Doug. Some of them do. It depends. It's we did go through a phase, didn't we, a few years ago of the trailers showing all the good bits of the film. And in fact, Marvel still now have a habit of putting stuff in the trailers that's not actually in the film. And that they didn't get into trouble for that, but other film producers got into trouble for basically, I think they made I don't know if they made it a law or they made it some sort of advertising rule that you're not allowed to advertise more than a certain percentage of the good bits of a film in the trailers now, because people were seeing the trailers, realizing how wow, that trailer's amazing, and then being thoroughly disappointed by the fact that all of the good bits were literally in the trailer. So I'm pretty sure, I might be making that up, but I'm pretty sure that was stopped. But like I say, I'm probably making that up. Feels like something I've just made up, but I'm convinced in my mind that that's true. My theatre does $5 movie Tuesday. Me and 14 people going together. We booked 2 whole rows. Oh, that's amazing. I get a thing. If I go on a Tuesday or a Wednesday, I get a thing called Meerkat Movies, which means I get 2 for 1. And that's the thing in the UK. If you've got basically car insurance or home insurance through a company that's called Compare the Meerkat, because why not? It's you get 2 for 1 cinema tickets on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, which is nice. Although I'm not going on a Tuesday or a Wednesday, which is slightly disappointing, but there you go. I'll have to pay full price. Oh man, it's worth it though, isn't it? If it's a good film and it's something you're interested in, it's something you enjoy, it's worth it. If it's one of those, this film's come out, I don't know much about it, it's got no history, I've never heard of it before. It's always a bit of a risk, isn't it? Because you might just be something you thoroughly don't enjoy. But I think with Marvel, I think you can pretty much guarantee now that you're going to get some level of enjoyment out of it. Like, I know Eternals fell flat for a lot of people, and I'm not going to spoil it in case no one's seen Eternals, but Eternals was renowned as probably one of the worst Marvel films to date. And I got to admit, when I saw it at the cinema, I wasn't overly impressed by it. But I watched it again the other day. I watched it on Disney Plus, and I really enjoyed it second time round. So I don't think it's a bad film. I think it's just not what we're used to. It's a really good film. I enjoyed it even more than No Way Home, says Krypton89. Well, there you go. See, there's people that will enjoy all sorts of different things. So it's worth them expanding and trying different things and doing different things. I think trying to do the same thing over and over again, as much as it's worked for them for so long, I think it's good that they are, you know, at least dabbling in other things. Excuse me. Do you have a Cineworld up there? We went unlimited this year. It was a brilliant move. If you don't mind walking out of a bad film, you're paying monthly. We've got a Cineworld, probably I would say about an hour away, but if I was going to do that, I'd probably be more likely to go with Odeon, even though that's still an hour away. But at least the Odeon's got like leather recliners for every single seat. It's really comfortable. The atmosphere's amazing. But I don't go to the cinema often enough to buy a subscription to it, and yeah, I don't have time to go to films that I don't really know about that much. I don't go to the cinema much unless it's Marvel or something really exciting. You know, like one of the big ones, like Fast and the Furious, or one of the big franchises, I'll go to the cinema to see it because I know that I'm going to enjoy it. But if it's a film I've not heard of, unless it's one that's just been like really highly slated as, oh, this is great, like Avatar, I'll go and see. Absolutely, I'll go and see Avatar. But generally speaking, it's not likely that I would want a cinema subscription because I don't go regularly enough. And I don't think the cinemas, I mean, a lot of people like complain, wow, by the time you got your food and you've done everything else, you know, it's like 30, 40 pounds, or if you're talking dollars, it's like 40, 50 dollars. If you're taking you and your kids, or you and your partner, or something like that. And I know that seems expensive, but it's an experience, isn't it, the cinema? Unless you go in all the time, in which case you'd thinking, oh, this is expensive. But it's an experience. It's like, it's good. I like it. I'm happy to pay that to have the experience of going to the cinema. Oh yeah, mine is the Dream Lounge, as they call it, says Pamela Gage. Yeah, it's good, isn't it? The Odeon stuff. Oh, it's really good. Since I don't know how they did it, because all of the other all of the other cinemas permanently complaining that they you know, can't afford to do anything, they've got no money, permanently getting like government grants just to keep running. And then Odeon's like, we're just going to fill the entire cinema, not only with amazing screens that are way better quality than most other cinemas, we're also going to have amazing audio systems that are way better than most other cinemas. And on top of that, everybody's going to get their own unique electric reclining leather sofa to sit on. What? How are they doing that? But I'm glad they are. It's amazing. I love it. They call it Lux here, Odeon Lux. And yeah. That's my favourite cinema experience. Going to the Odeon Lux is absolutely fantastic, but it's a little far away, which is a little bit annoying. So we generally tend to go locally just because, even though it's a rubbish cinema where I live, it's fine. It does the job. The sound's not fantastic. The screens are okay. The seats are awful, but you know, you're only there for a couple of hours. It's fine. I take my girls every year on their birthday to the theatre. It's a thing with us. Hoping since I started doing it when they were young, it continues when they're grown. Yeah, I think that's great. I'd love to do that. Again, not much theatre stuff going on where I live. But I've been to the theatre a lot when I was young. I'd love to take my kids. I'm not sure they'd both enjoy it. Maybe because I haven't done it much with them. Maybe they would. But I think that would depend on the show, to be honest with you, with my kids. But yeah, I love the theatre as well. Jade says, a cinema subscription sounds a lot like a gym membership, where they hope you buy a year but only show up a few times in that year. Yeah, I think so. It does sound like that, doesn't it? It's like, hey, get this. That's the thing about subscriptions. Like, they're great if it's something you genuinely do use regularly, but I think most subscription offerings are based on the idea that, you know, we don't get enough money out of people because they don't use these things regularly. So we'll just hope that by them having a subscription, they'll forget about it and it'll lapse. And you know, it kind of works, but it kind of doesn't in a lot of situations. So like, I would go to the gym more if it was pay as you go. And I know that sounds crazy, but I would. I mean, I don't really enjoy going to the gym, but I often feel like I need to go to the gym. Like, I could really just go to the gym today and do this and, you know, go on a long treadmill walk or a bike ride. And I know I could do that outside, but it's not always convenient to do that. Or just, you know, go and do some weights for a couple of days. But I don't want a subscription. And then they make the subscription so hard to get out of. Like our local leisure centre, I used to be subscribed to that because it wasn't too expensive, but the gym was awful. The gym was rubbish. It was tiny. There was always too many people there, and it just wasn't worth it. So, yeah, I'd like pay-as-you-go gym, please. I don't mind paying like, you know, £5 to go to the gym for a day. You can do it with classes, but you just can't do it with the whole gym, which is a shame. Ian Peterson says, we have a theatre here called Roadhouse. And they deliver full-on meals and drink to the seats. Food's pretty good. Wow. Making an Avatar movie? Which Avatar, though? The Blue People or the Elemental Benders? The Blue People, Avatar 2, is finally coming out. It was obviously announced back when Avatar 1 came out. They've been working on, I think, 4 new Avatar films ever since. And the second one, called, I think it's The Way of the Water or something like that, it's finally coming out. There is a trailer online for it if you're interested, although it's more of a teaser trailer than a proper trailer. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Really enjoyed the first Avatar. It was groundbreaking though when that came out, and still, if you watch the original Avatar now, the 3D in that, the graphics, not like the 3D film with the 3D glasses, but the 3D graphics in that, I still think now are better than most 3D films. I think they really did do an amazing job of that. The whole world is just so good to look at, and it looks so real. So I'm looking forward to see if or how that's improved with the new one. I'm pretty sure it will have done. Does anyone know if can move the chat setting in if watching on TV so I can read and see Foxy? Thanks to Squishy Mischief. No idea. Do you know what? I've never actually watched a YouTube live stream. You two are doing something. You two. There's only 2 of you. 78 of you, actually. You lot are doing something I've never done before. Watching a YouTube live stream. Crazy. How can I be a YouTuber that does YouTube content yet I've never even done that? I don't know. How can it be so? Right, I just want to take a step back from this thing and have a look at how it's coming up. Because it wants to look messy. It wants to look like a higgledy-piggledy haystack. But I also don't want it to look... Oh, no, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. It's a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be, but it's fine. Good. Excellent. Let's carry on. Let's go back to the beginning. I call this the beginning because it's in the centre. And let's carry on. More blocks, please. I've only got a stack and a bit. Gee, what am I going to do when these run out? I don't think I'm going to make it. I honestly thought this would be enough to finish it off, but I don't think it is. What am I going to do, peeps? I mean, I haven't even got on. I'm going to need hay bales to decorate the inside of this now as well. I don't suppose any of you that watch Truly Bedrock regularly, if you know any of the other TB members are selling bones. I was selling bones. I've actually raided my shop to take them all back so I can convert it into bone meal and make the hay bales. Or if anyone's selling hay bales, that would be even better. I just assume people don't sell hay bales because they're not ever so it's not something you use generally very much in Minecraft, which is why I quite like the idea of this build, because how many people have ever just made a build completely out of hay bales? Probably loads, actually. I just haven't seen, but I've never seen it. But didn't you also say you don't enjoy watching live streams? Or I think as someone else says, jamming girly tomboy. Yeah, that's absolutely right. I don't... It's not... Yeah, it is. I guess it is. Thing is, I've been thinking about that a lot lately. About me saying I don't like watching live streams. That's absolutely true. I don't like watching live streams. But that's because I always considered live streams something I have to pay attention to. And it's only took me until recently to realise a lot of people just turn them on and have it on in the background and they listen rather than watch. And the actual stuff that's going on streams, not that important. So when I started streaming, one of the things that had bothered me about other people's streams was just how much stuff they got going on in the stream. All the overlays they've got, all of the graphics and all of these things spinning around multiple camera angles. And I'm thinking, that's a lot going on. And I find it really off-putting watching streams with all that going on. Because I just want to see what... I want to, tune into it like I would a TV show or a video and actually see what's going on. But then when I started to realise, that's not what people are watching streams for. People are watching streams just to be there and listen to the person talking. And the stuff on screen, a lot of the time, is pretty inconsequential. Unless you're doing something like a Let's Play or a walkthrough or something like that. In which case, obviously, the stuff going on streams probably more likely to be interesting to people. But I think most of the time, it's just about, listening. So... Will hay bales you have be enough to complete your bread? No, I've got 23 left. I need loads. I'm probably going to need another 9 stacks of stone. Not just finish this bit off, but to finish the whole thing. All the inside and stuff's going to need more hay bales. So no, I ain't got nowhere near enough hay bales. Nowhere near. It's a bit of a problem. And I got to get rid of all this dirt on the inside as well. That's not going to be easy. Nice spent the streams I watch accompany while I work, says Will Stickland. Exactly. So you're doing something else than the streams on in the background. See, that's something I've always struggled with. I don't know whether I'm just a little bit special or if I'm just not trained in doing it like myself, but if I'm doing something, I have to have silence. I don't work with music on. I can't stand having music on if I'm trying to concentrate. Certainly if there's other people talking, I really struggle. I've tried watching YouTube videos and live streams while I'm doing stuff, and I find myself just constantly pausing them so that I can concentrate on what I'm doing. And I don't, so therefore, you know, it's another reason why I don't watch live streams, because I'm not able to concentrate on what I'm doing. So unless I'm prepared or able to put 100% of my time into watching the live stream, I just find them uncomfortable. And I know that sounds odd, but that's just how I am. It's like in the car, I can listen to music in the car if I'm in the right frame of mind, but I can't have the radio in the car. The radio absolutely drives me nuts when they start talking and I'm driving. I'd prefer to drive in silence and just listen and just, you know, think about stuff rather than trying to be entertained. Foxy, do you watch Hermitcraft, says Stevie Boy. I used to watch a lot of Hermitcraft, but I found myself since season 8 not watching any. I just got, again, a lot of things to do, and obviously doing Minecraft every day myself, playing it and keeping up to date with it and stuff like that, it does sort of, it makes it not, you just don't want to fill all of your free time with it as well, let's put it that way. Right, peeps. I don't like to complain. I do. I love complaining. I don't like to complain, but there's 98 of you watching and only 40 of you have liked this live stream. I mean, I don't want to, you know, put words in your mouth that this is probably the best live stream you've ever seen. But come on, let's be honest. It's probably the best live stream you've ever seen. Hit that like button. What are you doing? All right. I know it's not. It's a joke, but come on, guys. Help me out. I'm helping you out with giving you free content to watch while you're sat in there at work doing nothing. And you can't even be bothered to click like. I don't know. I need more bones. So you're the guy. Turn the music down so you can see, lol. Yeah, exactly, basically. Are you partnered with Monster? No, I shouldn't even be drinking it, but it's I had one left in the fridge. I've been feeling pretty tired a lot recently, so yeah, the Monster's come in quite handy over the last couple of days. Well, last couple of weeks. Hit that like button, everyone, says Pierre-Andre Picard. Exactly, do it. Hit that like button. What are you doing? What are you doing not hating it? I'd do it if you were streaming. I'd be straight there on that like button. Honest. This is the best live stream I've seen today, says Brian D. Well, there you go. There you go. That's the best review I've had all day, Brian. Appreciate it. Now, can you see as I'm doing this, there's light coming through because grass path blocks are not full blocks, and underneath this, there's a whole bunch of torches lighting up the inside of this mountainy thing. And the whole inside of this is just going to be dirty, horrible, nasty grass path blocks because it fits our Hay Bailey farmy theme. So I've got a lot of grass whacking to do now. Hi, Foxy in chat, says Magister Mine. Hello, how you doing? What's going on? Trouble is on mobile. You can't press like while you have live chat on. That's annoying. I think someone said in the last live stream on YouTube, now I don't know if this is true. I'm pretty sure it would be, otherwise why would they say it? That if you just click the video on the live stream while it's streaming on mobile, it likes it. But I don't tell me if that's true, because that's what they said. Maybe I misunderstood what they said. How many hours do you play Minecraft per day? Is there a specific schedule, says Stevie Boy? I used to put a lot more hours into it than I do now. I used to play, I would say, playing it in order to record videos, probably 3 or 4 hours a day, and then editing and all that sort of stuff. But I have to admit now, actually playing Minecraft is probably 3 or 4 hours a week because I got so many other things I'm doing now, like podcasts and website stuff and add-ons and all that sort of good stuff. So that's why I want to do more YouTube streams, because I'm finding it difficult to find time to make videos on Truly Bedrock, but I don't want Truly Bedrock to slide. So I think what I'm going to try and do is do a Truly Bedrock video a week if I can, but mainly do streams on it so that you guys can keep up to date with it. And it forces me to get engaged with it as well. It's really easy to not play Truly Bedrock. As much as I love it and I love the people on Truly Bedrock, it's very easy for me to find something else to do. Again, all the years of Minecraft that I've done, I don't go, I'm so excited to play Minecraft today. That just doesn't happen anymore. It's a job. It is a chore. And as much as I get involved in a lot of things that I really do enjoy doing, when I'm in front of you guys, when I'm streaming, when I'm talking and we're back chatting to each other and stuff like that, that's what I enjoy the most. So I think I'm going to find it more, I'm going to do more Minecraft and more TB, streaming it more regularly on YouTube and Twitch as well than just trying to do videos. Because I got other videos that I want to do, you know, as well. What? Rocking to Robinsons, don't like the like button because it saves a list of everything I've liked, so there's no way to sort through it and find the videos. You actually use the like videos list? If you want to use that, use the watch later one. There's a watch later list. All the videos that you watch have got a little thing on it. Just click on the watch later. It's much better than trying to use the like video list. Jeez. The like video list is a nightmare. Don't use that. I'm loving your news articles, Foxy says Scott Nothing. Thank you very much. Yeah, another thing that I'm really enjoying doing it in the minute. I just can't be doing Minecraft all the time, guys. I got other things with Minecraft to do. All right, let's go stick a few of these podzoles around the place out here. And a bit of this coarse dirt. And let's just get a little bit of this outside looking a bit rough and ready. And also out here, I want to put some leaf blocks and just make this outside, maybe some little rocky bits as well. And just make this outside area look a little bit nicer. So it's not just a big circle of grass with a haystack on top of it. As a creator, does YouTube or Twitch work better for you? Oh, now there's a question. That's yet to be decided. Twitch make it really easy to go live, and they've got some amazing features for creators to grow and monetize their channels, and for the audience to feel more of a part of it. They've got opportunity to raid other people, get gifted subscriptions, which really helps out financially. There's a lot of stuff Twitch does, which is great for the streamer. And without Twitch, I would really struggle to be doing this full time. However, Twitch as a company, I really don't like their ethos. I don't like the way they treat their viewers. I don't like the way they treat the streamers. It's very much, and getting worse, about money to them. Well, you've got to play more ads. Well, I don't want to play any ads on my streams, but I've got to. Don't want to play ads, but you've got to. You've got to get more ads. You've got to get more subscriptions. If you don't do enough streaming in the week, we're going to dock how much you're earning. And there's all sorts of bad stuff that they started doing. But like I say, it's great. The other good thing about it is it's not YouTube. And what I mean by that is that, let's say, and I don't see this happening, but let's say something happened and Google says, do you know what, we're going to drop YouTube. Or just another platform comes along and YouTube just dies. Again, very unlikely to happen, but it's not impossible, especially with things like TikTok taking over the world. Having all of your eggs in one basket, or having all of your stuff on one platform, i.e. if I just did videos and streaming on YouTube and didn't have Twitch, then if anything happened to YouTube, that's it. Career over, gone, have to go get a job. And that's a scary position to be in. Now, YouTube, the streaming on YouTube's not easy. They don't make it easy. There's not many features on there to help a channel out other than, you know, begging for super chats or asking you to become channel members, which I don't like doing. There's no way to gift subscriptions to other people and get other people involved in your channel. There's no discoverability. There's no raids. I know they've just introduced this YouTube live redirect thing, but that's awful. It doesn't work. But as of recently, if you start streaming on YouTube and people watch those streams on your main channel, because it was always like, oh, if you stream on YouTube, you need to put it on your second channel so it doesn't interfere with your video analytics. But that's not the case now. You stream on YouTube and you have those videos live on your channel after you've streamed, then that really does help with your watch time, and that actually boosts the number of subscribers and ad revenue coming to your channel. You also get a lot more revenue from YouTube. I say a lot more, it's not loads, but you get more revenue from YouTube. Is it YouTube Premium? What's it called? Where you pay for YouTube and you don't get the ads anymore. Whatever that is. So having live streams is a benefit, but it doesn't have the same like level of good stuff as Twitch yet. Having said that, I've seen a lot of YouTubers that have started streaming on YouTube recently and have got a lot of viewers and are earning good money from it as well. You know, the audience for Twitch kind of at this point expects to be subscribing and paying money during the stream to support their streamers, where on YouTube it's a much different attitude. It's very much, what can you do for me as the viewer? And no, I don't want to pay you. I'm here to watch, not to give you money. Whereas Twitch, it's kind of expected that if you're a long-term viewer and you want to support your Twitch streamer, then you'll subscribe, which costs you money, or you'll use your Amazon Prime subscription. It's just one of those things. Whereas that on YouTube isn't a thing, but it's coming slowly. People are getting their idea more and more that, I can support this person. I become a channel member and I can get perks, or I can help them out and, you know, allow them to grow by throwing them a super chat or something like that. So these things are coming and it's getting better. But so, like I say, the jury's out. I'm not sure which is the best yet, but they're getting there. Suppose you get people watching your vids even if they're seeing you on stream, says Ian Gandon. Yeah, it's a good way on streaming on YouTube to push people towards the rest of the stuff on your channel if they've not seen that before. If they find you through streaming, which is unlikely, it's not impossible. Need some of the new mud block, would fit perfectly here. Brian, you're kidding me, right? The new mud block's awful. It's too dark. It's way too dark. I don't think it would go at all. I think it would go if we had a lot of tough blocks and stuff like that around, but just mixing it in with these lighter browns, I think it's going to be not very good. YouTube members are like Twitch subscribers. Yeah, exactly. The difference is, though, well, I suppose there's not really a difference. The good thing for becoming a YouTube channel member as opposed to a Twitch streamer is it's very unlikely if you're a Twitch streamer that you actually give perks to your it does happen, but it's unlikely that you give perks to your subscribers unless they're a high tier, or it's not easy to manage, especially with a lot of gifted subs as well. You don't know who you're giving perks to, and it's not an easy thing to manage. Whereas on YouTube, when you've got channel members, it's really easy to give perks to them because you know who they are. You've got their username and their details, and you can contact them and you can be like, hey, you know, I like all of my YouTube membership perks. Like, as long as you're over 18, you can join my Minecraft servers, and you can get downloads off my Discord and stuff like that, and you can get rolled in my Discord. So there's perks for YouTube members, whereas I don't have that for Twitch subscribers. And as much as I'd like to, it's so difficult knowing who's subscribed and dealing with it all. Apparently it is possible to do, but it's not an easy thing to do. Whereas on YouTube it is easy. So yeah, there's pros and cons of both systems. I think Twitch is much easier to stream from, and as a new streamer, it's probably the platform to go with, unless you're worried about, you know, Twitch dying, which I don't think it's far away from doing if it carries on the way it's going. I think they need to make some serious changes in order to bring themselves back up into, you know, good stream program territory. I think YouTube's taking a lot more ground than they were expecting them to. I also have a second YouTube... Oh, I've read that. That's from Nightbot. Injacraft says, how to fix Minecraft 1.18.32 version lag. Lag's not necessarily something you can fix, but lag can often be reduced by reducing your render distance, turning off certain, like, smooth lighting, anti-aliasing. Just basically lowering down your graphics settings can help a lot when you're dealing with things like that. but it's not broken. That's the problem. It's not broken, so there's not really a fix. It's just a case of managing it. So yeah, I would strongly suggest if you've got a lot of lag, you're probably on a lower end device or a lower end PC. Just drop your render distance. Make sure all your drivers are up to date if you're on a PC. And yeah, just see what you can do in terms of that. And if you're already at the lowest of the low settings, then there's really probably not a great deal you can do. So you're just going to have to put up with it, or like hope that Father Christmas brings you a nice new or newer or better device at Christmas. Wow, speaking of Magister Mine, we got a super chat. Thank you very much. I don't know what an SEK is, but I'm assuming it's a good thing. And we've got 20 of them. Amazing. Thank you very much. Nfan says, I play on PS4 and joined Silence Derp server a month ago, and my gosh, they are so useful. They are so useful. Really appreciate all your work. What's useful? Is that my add-on? What's useful? I'm very confused. Sorry if you've explained, but I've just got the wrong end of the stick there. I don't know what you mean. Got a lot of holes in these hay bales, in this haystack, I've just noticed. Many holes. Not ideal. It's going to be a breezy old hay bale. Oh, your mods. Oh, okay. Amazing. That's good then. I'm glad you're enjoying them. Whoop. Nice. Your mod is epic. Keep it up, says Injacraft. Thank you very much. I'll do my best. I know a lot of them need updating at the moment, and I'm just struggling to find time to get them individually updated. There's I've been going through the process of making a lot of them like automatic, so that when the next releases of Minecraft comes out, I don't have to actually do anything other than click a button and then check that they work. Well, I haven't managed to do it through all of them yet, so I'm working on it. It's coming. I generally tend to work on that when I got my kids here at the weekend and they're either in bed or playing, and it's a kids weekend this weekend, so no doubt I'll get some more packs done this weekend. Excuse me. Oh. I had a lot of dinner today and my belly is full and hurting. Yeah, I tend to use one-player sleep in all my worlds, says Bouncy Zim Zim. Yeah, people seem to think that's a bit of a staple now. I can't... Well, I put my medieval patron server out with no one-player sleep on it, and I've had a lot of complaints. A lot of complaints and a lot of requests to add it in. So, yeah, I understand that. Right, we need a little bit of that, a little bit of that, and a little bit of that, and we need a crafting table to make a little bit of that, a little bit of that, a little bit of that, and a little bit of that. There we go. Many, many, many. So now what we're going to do, we're going to go around and make a few little rocky piles. Do you think Bedrock will get sleep game rule that Java has, says Wildcat Dad? Yes, I do. I think Bedrock will try... Excuse me, I'm just going to choke on thin air. One moment, please. I think the Bedrock team are really trying hard to bring as much parity over to Bedrock Edition as possible at the moment, but I don't know whether it's that they just don't realise what the player base finds important, or whether it's just like a priority system they've got that we're not aware of. But it does seem that they tend to prioritise things that we as the players would have a completely different priority structure to them. Like one player's sleep, I would consider really an essential thing that they should be working on. Same as hardcore mode, same as different world modes, same as spectator mode, which we know they're finally working on, which is great. But yeah, I don't know whether that's just a lack of understanding of the player base, like I say, or if that is just Mojang trying their best to push things out, but they're limited with time of what they can do. And you've got to realize a lot of these things are difficult for them to implement because the game is so much different on for Bedrock than it is on Java Edition in terms of coding it and working on stuff like that. So yeah, it's not an easy thing for them to do. Question for you. Do you think Mojang will remove the render dragon for Minecraft Pocket Edition? No, absolutely not. No, I do not. They have spent a long time working on that, and I know people don't like it because it's made a mess of a lot of their stuff, and I know people don't like it because it's, stopped them having shaders and stuff, but it will get better. It will get better, and then everybody won't even remember it anymore. And don't forget, if you haven't seen already, I actually put a news article out the other day proving that shaders for the render dragon, not RTX shaders that everyone will be able to use on all mobile devices, are already being made by the community for render dragon stuff. So it's coming. So don't worry, don't panic too much. yeah, you'll be able to use all of your favorite shaders again at some point when that's finally figured out. And in terms of the lag and stuff that Render Dragon has brought over, and the lack of the lack of working properly, that will get better. They'll fix it. There's lots of updates coming. It will get better. Don't panic. Can you say hi to Silent Whisper for me? So my name is Reaper. He's not here with me at the moment, believe it or not. We don't live together. But if I see him online, I'll be sure to mention that somebody whose name I've probably forgotten by that point said hello in the stream. Okay, that's not perfect. But now we need some leaves and bits and bobs like that so that we can decorate around the edges there. Put some fences up as well. I think fences around this edge would be nice to stop people falling off. And some lanterns. Lanterns could be good. I believe it's already possible to use shaders on Render Dragon. Pretty sure they figured it out. Haven't looked into it yet. Again, Alien Doctor, like I say, I even wrote a news article on that exactly this week, proving that it is possible. So, yeah, just keep your eyes peeled. Keep your eyes peeled. To be honest, I think it's the best game. Mojang doesn't charge for any updates, so I'm just glad they keep upgrading the game. I know, Pamela, like 13 years on and they're still pushing out yearly updates, still working hard to make it the best game that they can do. You don't get other games that have that sort of dedication. And I know it's easy to complain that, oh, they changed this and it doesn't work anymore and this isn't right and that's not right. But they're getting there and they're working hard and they don't have to. That's the thing. They don't have to do that. They could just go, oh, we're finished now. We're going to move on to something else. So, yeah, we just got to appreciate what we got, I think. How's this getting on? Oh, we've been too far away. It's not done anything yet. Okay, so I wanted wood for sticks, and I want leaf blocks. Oh, I want my leaf blocks. I put in the system. Oh, jeez. I think I've got some more. I have. Oh, good. Excellent. I'll take a bunch of those, take a bunch of those, take a couple of flowery ones, and we're going to take some moss as well. And I need even more bone meal. I need bone meal in order to bone meal the area, and I don't have any bone meal because I put all my bone meal in the bone meal place. Oh, jeez. Oh, have I got any bone meal in here? No. Okay. I think I might have a few bones still in my ender chest. It'll be fine. Don't worry. Thank you. Did I just say that? I can't remember, but if I haven't already, Will Stickland, welcome to VIP rank. New channel member. That's absolutely amazing. Make sure to join the Discord, get a hold of either Mitz or an admin, and get your perks sorted out. If you're not already. Oh dear, Boom Gamers. Looking like they're on the brink of being either timed out or banned. We're going to do spamming and silly words. Oh dear. We got one of them. Got another one of them, peeps. Somebody cruising. I want to get banned from this live stream. Well, you're going the right way about it, my friend. Good job. And the horse is still there, I know. You guys inspired me to become a YouTuber. YouTuber says my name is Reaper. Oh, wow. Will Stickland with £5 chat as well, saying, have they fixed the entity issue with 1.18.30? The issue they had that was causing the world to crash, yes. Have they fixed entities despawning in general? Possibly. I don't know is the answer to that one. It's not impossible. It's unlikely. But it's not impossible. Let's have a stack of sticks and let's make a bunch of fences. There we go. We got some fences. I'm just going to go around the edge. Not going to do every single one with the fence because I'll put some leaves and greenery around as well. How to get night vision pack for 1.18.32? I don't know is the answer to that. I don't know if you can yet. But like I said, these shader things for Bedrock Edition are coming soon. So keep your eyes peeled. Like, join Twitter, join the Discords of people that are actually working on this stuff. There's loads of Discords out there of people working on the technical sides of Minecraft Bedrock Edition. There's one that I joined recently. I can't remember the name of it now, which is a lot of people working on all this technical stuff. So if you want to keep up to date with it, just hunt around for those things, get joined to those, and just keep your eye on it. That's all I do. That's where I get all my information and my news from, is just being nosy. Mainly Twitter. Most of this stuff comes from Twitter. It's amazing how much information you get from Twitter about all these things. How to make your add-ons, says Bruh. Bruh, you make my add-ons by Figuring out how to make add-ons. I did do a very short and not unfinished series on how to make add-ons, but it gives you a good grounding in how to do it. You can check that out on FoxyNoTail.com. If you go to the, I think there's one of the navigation menus goes to a page called tutorials or how to, and it's all on there. It's a 5-part series. I didn't finish it, but it should give you a good grounding. But it's not something I can explain to you on stream because it's a very complicated process, and it completely depends on what add-on you want to make. Because add-ons can consist of so many different things. I couldn't tell you possibly. It'd take me more than a week just talking to you 24 hours a day to explain to you every single little thing that you could do to make add-ons. So, not me being awkward, not being difficult. It's just not possible for me to tell you. I'd like to, but I can't. If you get a chance to add anything from Minecraft Bedrock, what would you add or remove? I would add one player sleep. I would add hardcore mode. I would add the ability to have flat world generation with structures, so you could actually have a survivable flat world. I would add... there's loads of stuff I would add. I don't know what I would remove. I'm not sure what I would remove. What would you remove? I'm quite happy with the things that we've got. I don't think there's anything on Bedrock Edition that I dislike. Maybe there is. Maybe I just can't think of it. Come up with some good ideas. I keep losing shulkers. I don't know if they're glitching or what. I picked them up and they're just gone, says Pamela Gage. It could be lag. Just maybe, relog and see if it's there. The other thing is they can be in your inventory but invisible. So log out and lock in again and you'll often find there's one in your inventory you didn't even know you had. So, yeah. Remove the bugs, says Brian D. Well, that's an obviously one. Yes, of course, I would like to remove the bugs from Bedrock Edition. That goes without saying, but I don't think that's really what that question was asking. I think that's a pretty obvious thing to want to get rid of from Minecraft. I really want to be able to go down underneath this and have like bits of leaves dripping off the sides, but I think that's going to be very difficult, so I'm probably not going to do it. Because I'm lazy. Cadodger says debug stick. Why do you want a debug stick? What's good about a debug stick? And I heard a lot of people always saying, oh, I wish I could have a debug stick. Why? What's so good about a debug stick? What does a debug stick do for you that improves your game, that makes things better? And honestly, I'm not being silly, I'm not being funny, I'm not trying to be awkward. I just don't know. I don't understand what's so good about a debug stick. Will Stickland said I would remove the wooden shovel from the boat recipe. Yeah, that's a good point actually. That is something that I would definitely remove. Why do we have to craft a shovel to make a boat? I know the picture's got like a shovel on it, but come on. What a waste of a shovel. I need those shovels, man. Got stuff I should be doing with those shovels. Can't be turning them all into boats. Potion of slow falling, says Scott Nothing. We got that already, haven't we? Oh, you mean for doing the vines? Oh my, no, I wouldn't be able to place the box quick enough. Will building on the top of the nether ever happen, says Rick Faye. Yeah, it's going to happen soon. I don't think it's a good idea. I don't think it needs to be done. Somebody actually left a message for our podcast. Me and Slacklers and Jesse B do a weekly podcast, if you're not aware. And they were on about, why we don't like the idea of building on the nether. And the reason is because you're not supposed to. I know they do on Java Edition, but it doesn't help. It doesn't make your game any better being able to build on the top of the nether. Yes, it makes making some farms a bit easier, but that's just lazy. We can still make those farms, and we've proven how easy it is to make nether farms that give you all the stuff without it. So the fact that you want to do that, why? I genuinely think this is just, they've got it, so I want it. They've got it, so I want it. And that happens so much between Java Edition and Bedrock Edition. People don't think about it. They just go, they got it, I want it. Why can't I have that? Oh, why do you need it? Well, they've got it, so I want it. Don't just get that out your head. If you need it, fair dues, but you don't need it. Don't need to build on the other roof, but yeah, it will come. I would like world edits, as my name is Reaper. That will come as well. The shovel's just to confuse Java Slayer, says Bouncy Zim. I mean, what else do you do with wooden shovels after the first days in the new world? Why are you even making them? You can dig the dirt with your hand. Get to the cobblestone. Don't need a wooden shovel. Should never have to make one in the first place. John Almgren says, hello, I heard your last stream you used to play Java. Why did you switch to Bedrock? Pros, cons. Okay, I switched to Bedrock Edition for the fact that that's what people that were watching my videos were mainly playing on. I didn't want to. It was Pocket Edition at the time, and I switched when they released the Minecraft Bedrock Edition 1.2 Better Together update, and I started a world. In fact, I just started it before that. And I started a world, and it was so different. And do you know what? Because I'd played, but at that point, I'd played Java Edition for a long time and a lot of years, and I made a lot of videos on it. And that difference was just so refreshing. Having a different, it was like playing modded Minecraft, but vanilla still. So it had that feeling of achievement that you don't get with modded Minecraft. And I was getting a lot more viewers. I was getting a lot more views to my videos because people were actually connecting with me because they're like, this is a version of Minecraft that I play. And, I got more hay bales. This is good news. And because of that, it just made me really happy to play it. And yeah, I just carried on with it. And yeah, for me now, as much as Java Edition works better, it's got more features. Another feature I would add to Bedrock Edition is being able to shift click all of the items of the same type into a chest. I definitely need that. I needed that today. But yeah, as much as Java Edition is technically a better version of the game, I still prefer Bedrock Edition. I think it feels better to play. I enjoy playing it more. The challenge is better. When I actually build something, I feel a sense of achievement, whereas on Java Edition, I don't, because everyone's already built it all. You know, on Java Edition, all the farms already exist. The technical community have already come up with everything. And if you make something on Java Edition, and it happens on Bedrock Edition a lot now, but you just get, well, why didn't you do so-and-so's design? Or why didn't you build it like this? Or why didn't you do that? And whereas on Bedrock Edition, you come up with something. Like, I was the first person out of the whole of the Bedrock community in the whole world that came up with Guardian farms that use nether portals. I did that, and then everyone started doing it. And I got that sense of achievement. I could never do that on Java Edition because it's already all been done. It exists. So, yeah, that's why I play Bedrock Edition. Which Iron Farm mechanic do you find is better, Java or Bedrock? Java Edition. Bedrock Iron Farm mechanics is stupid. Totally pointless. It's no different from doors. They've just switched out beds for doors. It doesn't make any sense. How do you keep from getting bored with Minecraft? Have you many worlds? You have many worlds and a podcast to make add-on, etc. Do you ever get sick of it? Yeah, Drummer Major, I get sick of Minecraft all the time. But it's my job, and I have to keep going with it. Otherwise, I don't get paid. So it's... Some days I just don't want to play Minecraft at all. And like I said earlier in the stream, I've got absolutely no interest in just watching Minecraft videos or Let's Plays or live streams or anything like that, because I'm so Minecrafted out all the time. But doing this with you guys, answering... Do you know what I love about Minecraft most? Is the fact that I've played it for so long now, and I feel like I'm in a good place to teach people. So I like writing news and teaching people what's happening in Minecraft. I like making tutorial videos and teaching people how to do things. I love doing live streams and being able to teach you guys or answer your questions. So that's what I'm getting out of it now, is that sharing the knowledge and sharing stuff going forward. I don't find discovery in Minecraft interesting anymore. Someone will come along and go, have you seen this sugar farm? It does this. I don't care. I couldn't care less how many items you get from your sugar farm. I've lost interest. But I absolutely love the fact that it keeps changing and I can keep parting information on people and people get something from that. So, yeah. Rocking to Robin says, the hubs and I use the nether roof as an express highway because I die a lot flying through the nether. See, that's just... You might as well just TP from one place to another, you know. And no offense, if that's how you want to play, absolutely fine. We can all enjoy Minecraft in different ways. But realistically, that's not an argument for why we should be able to use the nether roof. That's an argument for why we couldn't just have teleporters. The bedrock exists because it's not supposed to be broken. The bedrock is the foundation of the world, and in the nether it's at the top and the bottom. The idea is you're not supposed to be able to go through it. That's the law. That's how it's supposed to work. And the only reason they haven't taken that away from Java Edition is the same reason they haven't taken away quasi-connectivity and the sticky piston things, because when they tried, everyone screamed. And they put it back in. I play Bedrock because it's easy to play with my kids, says Bouncy Zim Zim. Yeah, fair enough. Dennis Olsen says, I'm afraid parity change will remove piston pushable chests and hoppers. I think they will do that as well, rather than trying to put in Java Edition. And that does annoy me, but we haven't got there yet, but that's probably going to happen. Daniel Lee says, thank you for your videos followed because your builds are optimized to take advantage of core game mechanics. I do my best. Pamela says, Foxy, it's like sibling rivalry. Java is the cool older sister and Bedrock wants to be just like her. Yeah, probably. Everyone gets sick of their job sometimes, says Nicholas. Absolutely. But I still enjoy it. Don't get me wrong. I might be sick of certain aspects of Minecraft, but I don't disenjoy it. I don't sit here going, oh, can't we bothered. I love it. I love my job. I love being able to do this. I love being able to make videos for a living. It's amazing. So, yeah, don't feel bad. No, not don't feel bad. Don't think I don't like it. That's what I'm saying. Jeez. Going for another Elden Ring stream today, says Bouncy Sim Sim. Well, I am going to be doing my Twitch stream later today. So something I've been thinking of is organising my schedule a bit more because it's been a bit sporadic. It's been very difficult to keep hold of. I don't want to stop streaming on Twitch, as I've said, but I do want to do more streaming on YouTube, as I've said. So I'm thinking, although this isn't set in stone, so don't hold it against me if I don't do this, but I'm thinking that my Twitch streams are going to be more and more moved towards different games rather than Minecraft. And my YouTube streams are going to be where Truly Bedrock is. And the reason for that is it makes sense in terms of when I do a YouTube stream, like I mentioned earlier, and it goes live on my channel, that really helps my engagement and it draws people to it. So if I do YouTube streams on Truly Bedrock, that just adds to my, my viewership of Truly Bedrock, which is fantastic. And I like that. When I do it on Twitch, then I upload it onto my second channel as a VOD. It does nothing for me. It doesn't help. The odd person might view that and then come across to my main channel if they can find it and then watch stuff. But it's unlikely that anyone watching those hasn't already come to my main channel. So it makes sense from a business perspective, I guess, to stream more YouTube Minecraft and more other games on Twitch. Now, I could still keep doing Minecraft on Twitch, and I probably will for a while. But I'm also really interested in playing other games as well, because I like playing other games. Now, I don't want to play all the other games. There's quite a few that I'm not really interested in. But like the Elden Ring stuff, I've really enjoyed. And I'd like Twitch to be a place where people can come along and enjoy other content as well. So I don't want to do other games on YouTube because that will completely mess with my analytics. Whereas doing Minecraft on here is going to be a good thing. So yeah, I think that's the direction I'm going to go in. But it's not something that's going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen tomorrow. It's going to just happen gradually. So keep your eyes peeled. If you want to know where I'm going to be and when I'm going to be doing it, all that information, as always, is available on my Discord. I've got a schedule page on there, which I do try and keep up to date with. And if I don't keep up to date with that, at least I put posts and announcements out to tell people what I'm doing. So, yeah, make sure you're part of my Discord if you're not already. Does anyone else find you're similar to Jeremy Clarkson, says Rainer Man. A lot of people have been saying that lately. String stops the growth of bamboo, says Blabs. It does indeed. Do you still enjoy storytelling? Peter, I love storytelling, but it's so hard to do now. I know that sounds daft, but I don't know. When I started doing this, I used to work out of my upstairs bedroom, and I had bigger desk, and I had like more computers up there that were just old computers, and it was really easy for me to set a couple of computers up, get them all connected to the same game and tell stories. And it was particularly easy because I used to do everything in single player, which meant that I wasn't mucking about with servers or anything like that. Now, my Bedrock Edition has been harder and harder and harder to get my characters in and out, particularly in servers or even in single player, because we've had all sorts of problems with the skins being corrupted, having the wrong skins on. Half the time, for whatever reason, if I want to play with my kids on Bedrock Edition, Jack will go on the Xbox, Oliver will go on his iPad, I'll be on my PC. We can't connect together. We're in the same house, and Bedrock Edition's just like, I can't find the game. It's just so frustrating all the time. And whenever I've recently tried to do story stuff, I've sat for an hour and a half trying to get these characters into the same game to do story stuff and control them all from the same space with one key. I ain't got a big enough desk to have all these different keyboards and mouse on. And it just stresses me out and winds me up. So I just find it much easier not to. So I do love telling stories in Minecraft, but I find myself wanting to do it less and less just because of how awkward and difficult it seems to be to do it these days. Which is sad. It's just the way it is. Evie Gamer Motus says, Foxy, how you doing? I'm doing good, thanks. How are you doing? I wish we could see the name of the shulker when you place it, says Pamela. Doesn't it not show inside? Doesn't it? Yeah, look, Foxy's mod Dropbox does, shows you. Will Stickland says, are you talking recommendation? Oh, taking recommendations for Switch games. If so, have you looked at Satisfactory? I have looked at Satisfactory. I looked at that before. I think it's the one I'm thinking of. Let me just Google it quick. I'm always open to ideas for stuff. Ideally, I'd like to play games that are relevant and up to date. Satisfactory still in there. Yes. That's Satisfactory. I've played a bit of Satisfactory when it first came out. It wasn't really my cup of tea, to be honest with you, but it's moved on along since then, so maybe that's something worth doing. What I don't want to do is start another open-ended sandbox game with no end, because I want if I'm going to do other games on Twitch, I want a beginning, a middle and an end. I want to start it, I want to have a bit of content, and then I want to finish it and move on. I don't want to be stuck in a game that can go on forever. So I'm not going to be doing things like Terraria or games that are open-ended. I'd rather do a linear story game or something like Elden Ring that's got an ending at some point. Can you mine cake using silk touch, says Random Guy? I don't think you can, I'm not sure. When you look at it like named items in frames. Oh, you mean look at like you hover over it like that? Yeah, that'd be quite cool. How many people in chat don't realise you connect a mouse and keyboard to a PlayStation? I don't know, Brian. Don't know. Speaking of how many people in chat, there's 126 people watching now, and the like ratio is not as high. So some of you haven't hit that like button, so make sure you do. Come on, help me out. I'm helping you out, giving you all this lovely information. Help me out. I love your still frame comic book style of storytelling, says Scott Nothing. Oh, on my my ebook thing that I did of the finale for Truly Bedrock Season 3. It's the first and last time I'm probably ever going to do that, but I really enjoyed it. Might not be the last. That was hard work doing that, believe it or not. What other kinds of games do you like, says Jamming Girly Tomboy. I like all sorts of games, really. It's hard to... I don't know. It's one of those things where one pops up and you're like, oh, I like the look of that. So I'm really interested in doing... you might have heard of it, you might not, but I've just popped up on my recommended list on Steam the other day a game called Teardown, which looked interesting. So I thought I'd give something like that a go. Sorry for having to repeat my message, but, says Evie Motev. Oh, you really enjoy watching on Twitch because I get to troll you with Twitch currency perks because I feel like I'm actually interacting with you in the game. What do you mean there? What do you mean? Pamela says, I give you 2 viewers but can only like once, lol. Watching on the phone to chat and on my second TV as I play Minecraft. Oh, amazing, Pamela. Thank you very much. Right. Okay. We have decorated the outside of this area while rambling on about nothing in particular, which I think is all looking pretty good, to be honest with you. I'm happy with this. We haven't finished the top. However, we did find another stack of hay bales. So let's go clog up some of the holes that we found. And then let's go and stick some more hay bales on top. And then we need to figure out how we're going to get hold of more hay bales. So we've got to do some hole spotting now. Hi, Foxy. Hope you're having a great day so far, says Jay. I am. It's a lovely warm day outside. I've been looking for any excuse to go outside today, but unfortunately it's a work day, so not many opportunities to go outside. I took the dog out. I've been stood in the garden with her for a bit, doing not a great deal. Desperately need to cut the grass, but it's so boring cutting the grass. So boring. It needs doing. It's like a field in my garden again at the moment. So, yeah, I got that on the list of many, many, many things to do, sadly. Yeah, it's a glorious day. It's one of those days where it's not too hot. It's just a nice temperature. You can go outside in either a t-shirt or you can wear a hoodie and it's just nice. You're not going to be sweating. You're probably not going to get sunburnt unless you're out in it all day. You can just enjoy that warm breeze. I love those days. I love them. Ooh. My name is Reaper. Please stop, otherwise you will be found yourself kicked out of my stream, bruh. You are spamming. This is not a place for you to advertise your own stuff. In fact, you know what? I'm feeling in such a good mood. I'm just going to get rid of you. Goodbye. Banned. Oh, man. What a meanie. What a meanie, No-Tail. How in the world do I get rid of added 100 to time on one player sleep? It takes up like half my screen. Added 100 to time. What? If you turn off command feedback, I believe there's a game rule. Send command feedback. It might be that one, or it might be command block output, depending on what you're using for one player sleep. But that you shouldn't be getting those things on screen. Is that with my pack? Weird. Bye, I'm going to eat now. Have a nice day. This is TC James. See you later, TC James. Like using the Twitch currency to redeem items like random yelling or making you do 10 push-ups and stuff to see if you gamer. Yeah, that's fun. I do admit that's fun. And that's one of the good things about Twitch is that level of engagement that you just don't get on YouTube. And I'm sure there will be ways of doing that on YouTube. In fact, I think there are already ways coming out of doing that on YouTube now. So I will look into doing things like that. But I do have to admit, one of the things I like about YouTube streaming is the fact that it's just me, you, and the game. There's no pausing or stopping for silly antics. There's no doing silly voices or silly webcam stuff or any of that. It's just raw playing Minecraft and talking to you guys. And I love that. I love that. I feel like I actually get stuff done. And I feel like the interaction we've got in terms of actual talking is much better. So it's less of a show and just more of us playing Minecraft together. So, yeah, I'm sorry if you don't feel the same way. But I'm finding it refreshing. But I will look to add things like that. In fact, there's a program called StreamerBot, which I'm looking at installing and getting to use. Because at the moment, I'm dancing between Streamlabs for Twitch and Stream Elements for YouTube, and using just a bunch of different OBS plugins to handle both. And this streamer bot looks very much like it'll do a lot of cool things that'll save me a lot of time and make my life a lot easier with other things. So yeah, I'm going to be hopefully getting to grips with that soon, which should hopefully make my streams on both platforms a little bit more engaging. So look out for that. And if anyone's got any advice or any ideas, if you know what that is and you know how to use it, and there's anything that you think that would be cool for me to add from that, then please do let me know. 12 hay bales left. It's not gonna be enough, but it's close. It's close, peeps. We're nearly there. We have nearly totally hay baled the whole thing, mate. No, that's the wrong place. No, we've run out. Scum. Bouncy Sim says, that is a command block one player sleep, I believe. It's not great, but can you use Streamlabs for channel points? But you can use... Oh, Streamlabs for channel points. Yeah, you can, but I don't think that... Does that work on... Oh, yeah, yes, sorry. Yes, you can use Streamlabs built-in channel points on YouTube, can't you? Yes. Again, I'm trying very hard to keep away from things like Streamlabs and Stream Elements because they do make things a little bit more complicated. However, they are quite useful, so that is something to potentially look into. Now, I've got a few bones here. That might just be enough bones for us to get finished off with the amount of hay bales we need. So we're going to do a little bit of AFK. Oh, my string. Over at the wheat farm now. So if you've got any questions, if you've got some questions for me, let's do a quick Q&A. Get them ready. Get them added to the chat, and I'll go through them all as we're doing this bit of bone mealing over at the... I wanted to say onion farm then. It's not onion farm, it's a wheat farm. Why would I say onion farm? It's a stupid thing to say. Also, while you're talking in the chat, hands up in the chat if you think my little haystack is looking good. I think it looks great. I'm well happy with this haystack. Right, I'll as soon as I've got sorted and I'm producing wheat, I'll take a step back from the screen. I'm gonna have a very, very quick toilet, because, you know, toilet's always a good place to go. And then I'll answer all your questions. So I will scroll up chat, so don't worry if I'm going to miss them. I'll scroll right up to the top. So write them in now so they're there and they're ready. And then I'll start answering them, okay? Good. I'm glad we had this talk. All right, bones. I need many meal. Bones. And speaking of bone meal, look, white dye's called bone meal. So I made even more white dye today thinking I was crafting bone meal because I'm a moron. Oh, it's not many, but it might just be enough. Might just be enough. Let's get 9 stacks at least in each of the... Oh my goodness, they're all run out. Oh, jeez. Don't think we're going to get... Oh, jeez. Just almost nearly. Wow, okay. Need one of those in there. Could do with some actual wheat in my inventory to block up the other stuff. Right, I'm going to go little boy's room now. I'll be back in a moment. Don't leave. I will be back in 2 secs. I'm back. Told you I won't be long. Hey Foxy, how you doing? Says Mortiza Ismaili. I'm doing good, thank you very much. How you doing? Right, let's turn on the machine. I need my auto clicker, so I don't have to press a button, so I can just read chat. Auto clicker. Thank you. Get chat ready so I can actually see it. Okay, we're making wheats. What we got then? We don't have many questions. Not many of you asking questions. Jeez. How long have you been recording? Says Lacey. You mean streaming? Been streaming for 1 hour and 22 minutes, including the 5-minute countdown. Foxy, shout out to my wife Linda. She's the best, says Randall. No, I won't do it. Okay, Linda, you're the best. Panlagay says, I'm on Series X, render distance 28 chunks. Is that high? I think it's higher than you need it to be. I think anything over 20 is probably just over the top, to be honest with you. If you runs, then great, but I don't think you need it on 28. Fortune 3, your wheat fields has got nothing. Absolutely not. No, I've replanted that twice already because of Zloy's beetroot shenanigans. I'm not going to do it again. Wildcat Dad says, I know Twitch emote approval process is killing me. I'm setting in pending over 5 days now. What? What does that mean? What's the best mod to show the 16x16 grids in games, says Rick Fates? Well, I have a resource pack, which is not a mod. It's just a resource pack, which you can put on any world. And if you give an armor stand a banner and change the armor stand's pose, 3 of the poses are the chunk lines. Now, it will only do it around the armor stand, but one of them is like 5x5 chunks, so it gives you a good idea. Mad Hatter has also got one which, if you're in third person holding an item, it will show the chunks around you, but it doesn't work in first person, which is kind of a bit annoying. But again, chunk lines will come back to shaders very soon. Random guy says, what's your graphics driver, NVIDIA or Intel? I'm running I'm very spoiled. I have an NVIDIA RTX 3080 Ti, so I'm running on a very good graphics card using NVIDIA drivers. What is that haystack building going to be for, says EV Gamer Motive. It is going to be for a gambling... Oh dear, Groover fell from a high place. A gambling shop. For the other Truly Bedrock members to be able to not bid on, but like buy shulker boxes, but they don't know what's in them, and there's a chance they'll get really good ones and a chance to get really rubbish ones. Hello Foxy, how are you doing? I'm doing good, thank you very much. What is the best mod... Oh, I read that one. Oh, my goodness me. What do your children think of you being a YouTuber, says J-Hole? Well, Jack, who's my eldest now, obviously very much enjoyed it when he was young. And I think he still likes the fact that I do this now. Occasionally he'll pop into one of my live streams. He wears my expert level 99 hoodies, which you can get from my merch shop, which he enjoys wearing. So I think he likes it. And Oliver, my youngest, he's 7. He thinks it's great. Although I'm not his favourite YouTuber anymore. Yeah, he's got more favourite YouTubers than me now, but I think he still enjoys watching my videos. He likes it when I do story stuff as well, so he's been a bit off my YouTube channel since I haven't done story stuff for a while. Pamela says, is it really more beneficial to use scaffolding as furnace fuel? Scaffolding as furnace fuel is fantastic. If you've got a bamboo farm, which are really easy to make, and you've got a string farm, which are really easy to make, then yeah, bamboo will cook an absolutely ridiculous amount of stuff per piece of bamboo. It's really cheap and easy to craft, and it means you don't have to stand on it and keep falling off, which is fantastic. Favourite colour, says Bouncy Zim Zim. I don't really have a favourite colour. I'm not very good at favourites. S Dragon says, what's going on? We're doing a Q&A. While I make wheat. I'm making wheat for my hay bale fetish. When I watch Twitch streams, it reminds me of Ma Ba in Idiot Crazy. I don't know what that means, Dennis. Dennis says, I very much prefer clean, undisturbed streams like this one. Oh, I'm glad you do. I'm glad you prefer the clean ones. Yeah, don't like dirty ones either. Rockin'2 Robin says, do you think masons should buy cobbled deep slate? It's really piling up. Cobbled deep slate is like one of my favourite blocks in the game because... Oh dear, he's fallen again. Maybe he's doing it on purpose. You can get... I think we're finished making wheat. I'm not getting any more wheat. I think, yeah, cobbled deep slate's like the best block in the game because it's got all the good stuff. It makes so many good blocks. So, I would suggest... You need more bone meal, but you're throwing all your seeds on the floor. You could compost them. Yeah, but I'm too lazy. What was the question again? Sorry, I got distracted. Yeah, just keep it and use it for building really cool stuff. But I'm not into villagers really, so I don't know what they sell and what they like. So I guess that would be a good thing for them to buy that. Is there a resource pack for Bedrock that shows light level numbers on block surfaces? Sadly not. No. There is I think there's an add-on that you can do it. Someone made an F3 screen add-on. It's a little bit laggy. It's a little bit not 100% great, but it kind of works. And that will show you like the thingy numbers. But it's an add-on, not a resource pack. Hey Foxy, how are you today? Just added another 10 players to your avatars pack. Amazing, McCactus. That's fantastic. I'm good, thanks. How are you doing? What's your favourite build ever, says Pamela Gage. Oh, jeez. I couldn't tell you because I can't remember them all. I have a real problem with favourites. I've mentioned this a few times on streams before, but I don't know why, but I can't pick favourites for anything because I feel like picking a favourite, I get this unnecessary pressure to remember stuff that I can't remember. And the way my brain works, if it's in front of me or someone reminds me of it, I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, great, that one. So I don't know. I can't tell you. I can't tell you. I think I overthink things too much. I genuinely don't have favourites because it's like, I don't know, I can't explain it. I've explained it in live streams before better than this, but yeah, I can't do it, mate. Oh, it's all coming through nicely. Some of these are still filling up though. Have any of these run out yet? Oh, all them slime blocks going to waste. Oh, I'm giving them all away. All my golden carrots. All my cobbled... There you go. Use cobbled... Oh, I can't believe... Why did I put cobbled deep slate in there? That's my favourite. Oh, jeez. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. What villager profession would you like to have added, says Enfan? We've talked about this before as well. I quite like a woodcutter. Woodcutter would be useful. But again, I'm not really into villagers, so I probably wouldn't use them even if they existed. If they fixed villagers, like the way they connect to their like tables was better and more like Java Edition, so it wasn't so unreliable, and they didn't despawn on chunk borders and all that sort of stuff, then I'd play with villagers a lot more. But I just find them thoroughly irritating because they don't work. So I know a lot of people have a lot more patience than I do when it comes to villagers, but unfortunately I don't have much patience. We're nearly there, peeps. We've only got a few more blocks to place. I don't think this is going to be enough, but it's not going to be far off, I don't think. Right, where's all that dirt? Yes, woodcutter would be amazing, says S Dragon. Emerald Thunder Programming says, is this the randomizer machine? It was, yeah. And this is the fruits of it. This giant haystack that we're building on top of Chaos Hill, which is now the tallest thing on truly Bedrock. Except for, let's just, you know, ignoring Silent Whisper's base, it's bigger than the mountains. So apart from Silent Whisper's base, which we're not going to talk about because, you know, that makes this seem a little bit inadequate, this is the tallest thing on truly Bedrock. Or in this area, at least. Who some, if the Minecraft YouTubers that have influenced you? I used to watch a lot of Mumbo Jumbo, so I think there'll be some influence from there. I used to watch a lot of Izuma, so I imagine there's probably some influence from there as well. I haven't really watched all that many YouTubers, to be fair, over the years. I'm very much in the mindset of coming up with my own ideas and doing things my own way. I try not to take inspiration from other people because I like to try and be unique. But obviously, everything comes from somewhere, right? We don't just have infinite amounts of imagination. So I would imagine that's probably my main two sources of inspiration. Not my only ones. I mean, working on truly Bedrock, like being surrounded by people that are really good builders. I'm permanently getting inspiration subconsciously just from walking around on this server. You know, living next door to Jesse B and Mr. Beardstone and Zloy just is always got things I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. But normally, if I want to build something that I don't know how to build, or if I want to go outside of my comfort zone, I normally Google it. I'm like, okay, let's get a picture off Google and see how someone else did it. And then try and put my own spin on that. Let's try and adapt this idea that they've got and make it my own. So that's my usual way of doing things, rather than taking inspiration from somebody else, which I guess is still taking inspiration by someone else, but it's not necessarily a YouTuber. I love villagers, irritation, yes, but I think worth the work, says Pamela Gage. Yeah, most people seem to think like that. I'm just not one of them. I seriously don't think they're worth the work. The thing I don't like is that it is time consuming. It's like making a villager breed is easy enough, and getting loads of villagers is easy enough, and re-rolling their trades, although it's time consuming the first time, assuming they don't despawn or they get their trades, that's easy enough. But then you've got a big box of farm produce that you want to trade, and the villagers just, you got to wait there all day, and you get a few done, and then you got to go back again later, and then you just got to keep coming back to it. And I just don't like that. It just annoys me playing like that. And unless you've got hundreds of them or loads of the same type, it's just no good. And having hundreds of them or loads of the same type is just laggy. It's just lagging the server out if you're playing on the server. So yeah, no, I'm not a big fan of villagers. I really need more bones though, guys. Come on, look how close we are. I need to get rid of all that dirt as well. But we've only got a couple of holes left in this thing, and then this giant hay bale pyramid is done. Is that a Cardiff accent, says Edward Cranium? No, it is not. I couldn't be further away from Wales. Well, I could be in a different country. But no, I'm not Welsh. I don't have any Welsh in me. What build are you most proud of, says Pamela? It's like picking a favourite. I don't know. Unless I had him all in front of me, I wouldn't be able to tell you. Who some of the Minecraft... Oh, I've read that one. Is this randomized machine? I read that one. Sorry, I've gone up a bit to see if I missed anything, which obviously I will have done. I would like to be able to use leads on villagers. Transporting is horrible sometimes. Yeah, that would be cool, but obviously then you get into the realms of like slavery issues and stuff like that. And I think that's what Mojang want to avoid. My theory is that it would be much easier. In fact, it is possible to do with an add-on just to make them follow you if you're holding an emerald. I think that would be a better way of doing it. It's less of you know, dragging them around as slaves and more of them like willingly wanting to follow you because they want the money. Is it safe to update yet? Have they fixed the world corruption? Yes. 1.18.31 and 32 are better. How did you get your cords all the way up to the top of the screen. I don't have the stupid little animation thing. The little paper doll. Oh, it's so... Why do people have that? Why is it even an option? No, not a hide. Hang on. I mean, if you like it, fair enough, but I hate it. That little thing in the top corner that shows me what I'm doing, why is that even a thing? Why do you need it? Why do I need to see myself in the top of the screen? Yeah, so get rid of that. Get rid of that. And it goes the way. Are you watching Eurovision tonight, says Dennis? No, I couldn't be less interested. No, thank you. His new shop is called Needle in a Haystack, says Lord Mod. Never caught Foxy's stream. Glad I finally can. Love the podcast and TV series, says Jarek. Amazing, thank you. Pamela says, I spent about 3 weeks getting every librarian in the game, as well as every toolsmith, weaponsmith, armourer. So easy early game resources for new chaos. That's not easy early game. That's not. Jeez. You're making a hay bale mound. Yeah. Man, I remember Truly Bedrock Season 1. I spent a long time getting all of my favourite librarian villagers all rolled. And then a zombie spawned in full light level in the middle of the room, killed them all. And I've never gone back to villagers again. Oh, and that same series, I had a villager trading hall and they just all broke. And then half of them despawned. And then I had a iron farm and all the villagers broke. And yeah, so I know it's a bit better than that now, but it's not much better. So forget it. I'm not doing it. Moss Farm or Bone Meal / White Dye says, yeah, Moss Farm would be good. I ain't really got time to build a Moss Farm, though. I only need a few hay bales. Best part of this game, we all have a different way to play, says Pam. Exactly. Yeah, we can all enjoy it totally differently. Ask some of the peeps on TB currently, says Scott Nothing. I don't think they will have... Oh, there's no one on. There's only me. So I can't do that. What do you like most about this season so far? It's different this season. It's nice. I like it. We're all very close in a lot of ways. There's a lot of just crazy stuff going on. It's just nice. Not accents as Wylander. Nope. You won't pinpoint my accent because I don't have one. S Dragon Wolf says, what do you like most about this season so far? I've just read that one. Jeez. Stop me reading a question twice. Do you think they will update the rail transport system and the furnace minecart? No. No, I don't. Pamela Gage says, when you keep dying in the caves because the mobs are insane, it is. Bouncy Simpson, what are the chances someone is going to build a giant cow or sheep next to your hay mound? Well, if they do, they do. It's not impossible. We're on Chaos Hill after all. And Pamela Gage says, plus I sell every book in my realm. Jeez. Every new member gets a random set of armour and tools to start out. Great. Sounds about right. Kind of what I was expecting, says S Dragon. Right. Okay. Bone meal. Come on. I'm standing around chin wagging. We need bone meal. Now, I did have my AFK account, like one bone. My AFK account at my mob farm briefly earlier. It's not impossible. There's a couple of bones in there, but I don't think there's going to be many. We don't need that many more hay bales. Where are we going to get a whole bunch of bones from? Who sells bones or bone meal? Oh, I bet Zap sells bones. Zap sells everything. Let's go see what Zap's got. Let's go have a look at what Zap's got. And my Elytra, they're wearing down so quickly since this update. It's unreal. I don't understand what's happened, but my Elytra permanently broken this update. Zap, you got any bone meal, mate? I hope you do. Honey. This is not bone meal. Redstone and honey and leaves. Not bone meal. Although... no, it's candles. To lower level 2. What we got in here, Zap? We got... it's the shulker boxes only we're allowed to buy stuff from. So we've got spider's eyes. Don't need that. And that's it. Okay. This is no good. Go. Nope. Other side. Going to lower level 3. We got orange dye. Light grey dye. Got all the dyes, but... oh, hang on a minute. White is white dye. I don't want white dye. Just say bone meal. But I don't think bone meal... oh, maybe it will. Will that work because it's called bone meal? Is it broken? I mean, it's broken. It shouldn't be called bone meal, but it clearly is. Does that work? We're going to need to try that. We need to try that. Because if that's the case, I'll just buy all of his bone meal. I just started watching you this year, and I'm glad I did, said S Dragon Wolf. I'm glad you did too. Welcome along. I'm glad you started watching. It will not work, says Jarrett Gaming. Oh, that sucks. What new add-on do you plan to make by 1.19, says MC Cactus? Well, I don't really have any plans for a new add-on at the moment. I generally tend to make them when I come across a need. Either something that I need myself or something that people are asking for that I know I can make that's sort of vanilla-y enough to not... I don't want to make mods. I don't want to make furniture or entities or things like that. I want to make stuff that people can use in survival that they don't feel too cheaty using. And I haven't had any inspiration to lead me down a path where I think, oh, that would be useful. And I've got an add-on request thing in my Discord, but people are always requesting stuff that's either impossible to make or things that just I don't want to make because it's too modded. So yeah, it's a tricky line to walk, I guess. It would be easy for me to thanks Tiz. It would be easy for me to make modded stuff like furniture packs and stuff like that, but I don't want to do that. It's not the sort of add-ons I want to make. Like just a death counter add-on, says this try. I got one. If there is a death counter add-on, I didn't release it on its own, although I got a video on how you can make it. The reason I didn't release it on its own, you can have it as part of one of my combo packs, is that anything that uses the player entity, which the death counter does, won't work with any other add-ons, and people tend to use more than one add-ons, and it's very popular to use add-ons that affect the player. And so therefore, if someone's got my 55, if someone's got my words, come on guys, help me out here. Someone's got my death counter add-on on, and then they add another add-on like one player sleep, or they add on something else that uses an entity or the player entity, then all of a sudden their add-on's not going to work. And I already get enough complaints and enough technical questions or support questions saying this doesn't work, and it's hard. So because it's part of packs that already exist, and I don't think it's worthwhile having it on its own. It just seems pointless because it's such an easy thing for other people to make. I've got a video on it. It'll take you 5 minutes, literally copy and paste what I did in the video. Then if that's the one you want on its own in your pack, then great, go for it. But it doesn't feel like something I would bother doing myself. Check the nether shops, has Scotland. I checked the nether shops earlier. There's not in there. Foxy, can you make a building tips video? I'm not confident enough in building to make a building tips video, random guy, unfortunately. It's not something I would feel that I would be able to do without just completely making it up. And I think if you're going to do a tips video, then you should probably be as knowledgeable on the subject as you can be on it. And and I'm just not knowledgeable on building. Certainly not. Wow, why is the bamboo in the bone meal line? What's going on here? So I'd like to, but I can't. Oh wow, we've got loads of bone meal here. Okay, this is good. So I'm actually going to have to turn this into bone blocks just so I can carry it all. It's not a problem. We got more wheat, guys. This is going to help. This is going to be useful. There we go. We got all the bone meal. Nice. Okay, let's go make... Oh, has this got bone meal in it? It has. Oh, bone meal everywhere. Let's go make some more wheat. B-Dubs building tips random guy. Yeah, use B-Dubs, someone that actually build. Oh, Jessie B. Speaking of Jessie B, she's here. Live on YouTube. This isn't Twitch. This is Twitch day. It is Jessie, but Twitch is later. And I have made some, although not permanent and not, 100% official, but I've made some changes, Jessie B, with my plans going forward. And if you would all, people that are already here will already know them, but I'm more than happy to go over them again if you'd like me to, Jessie B. It's not a problem. For someone like you, for a nice lady like you, I'd be more than happy to go over it all again. Because you're nice. And you're my friend. Many. Too many. Throw those bones away. Yes, I would. Okay, Jessie, I came to a realization that I quite enjoy doing YouTube live streams, and from the view that I've done, it's clear to see that they have a very positive effect on my channel in terms of boosting views towards my Truly Bedrock videos and boosting my subscribers, and therefore obviously ending up boosting my revenue at the end of the day, which is one of the main reasons I make YouTube videos. So it made sense for me to make my Minecraft videos on YouTube rather than on Twitch. Now, I don't want to stop doing Twitch because obviously Twitch is at the moment still very, very good for me in terms of bringing in revenue and stuff like that. But I also want to play other games, which I have been doing as well. So I'm thinking over a period of time, I'm going to transition my Truly Bedrock streams to more and more over to YouTube so that it's all together and it all works nicely and it's all easy to find. Oh, look, I've just watched his stream. I wonder if he does videos. Oh, yeah, it's on the same channel. Great. And obviously the streams will bounce back and you know, add to my videos, which is fantastic. And then transition my Twitch stuff to more and more other games and stuff like that. So I'm not going to stop doing Truly Bedrock or YouTube or streams on Twitch anytime soon. But that's my progression plan for this particular moment in time. So I'm trying to do as many YouTube streams as I can in the meantime. I'm also, because I haven't been doing as many YouTube videos, I'm wanting to transition to doing less YouTube videos on Truly Bedrock, like one a week if I can, and more streams, because I find the streams more engaging, I find them more fun, and they get the same number of views. So I might as well be there talking to people while I'm playing rather than just spending hours editing to put a video out that no one watches. Jarrett says, I'll actually watch on YouTube, I just don't get Twitch like I used to. Fair enough. Why are you make hay bale pyramid mound? It's for a shop that I'm building. It's for a shop, and we run out of hay bales. I've used approximately 18 stacks of hay bales so far, if not more, in this build, and we just need a few more. We actually need a load for the inside as well, but I think I'm gonna have to decorate the inside without hay bales because I've completely run out of bone meals now. Unless you've got any hay bales or bone meals or bone blocks, Jesse, have you? Ray Norman says, Aaron, I don't think he's on the prank list for many things. What were they saying? Let me have a look. Oh, any plans for future pranks? No, I'm not into pranking, really. I'm not. Unless we've got something that we're all doing together, like as a bit of a bit, then I'm not really into doing pranks. I don't find it particularly enjoyable. My kids really enjoy your episodes, says Doug. Oh, good, I'm glad. Thank you. N-Fan says, hi, Jesse B. I love the bridge design on the, bridge. Love you, bridge design on the looks class. It does look class. Definitely makes sense to transition over, says Jesse B. Yeah, it's not there yet, but it's coming. So the more I do, the better it'll get, I think. Well, that's the plan at least. If it doesn't, if I keep doing these and it doesn't really help a great deal, then I'll just go back to Twitch. But yeah, that's my plan. That's my little plan for little old me. What do you guys think? There's 121 of you here right now. 125, it's just shot up. What do you guys think? Especially if it's boosting your channel. It's helping. Definitely helping. So the more I do, I'm assuming the better it'll get. So we'll find out. And it also gives me the opportunity to do more like technically stuff in these streams as well, because I don't really do that on Twitch, and I quite enjoy doing that. So, and I think that'll help. I think that'll bring in the more views to the technically farmy stuff as well as the building. It's going to be good. I'm enjoying it. Nobody replying to me. Do you think you could make an add-on for connected glass? Oh my goodness. A video on how to know. It's not possible. That's the one. I get that asked for that more than anything else. It's not possible to do. If it was possible to do, I'd have done it ages ago. It's not possible. YouTube streams are more available to me, says Redstone Rocker. I don't use Twitch, so your YouTube streams are something I enjoy, says Lord Mod. Amazing. Say yeet, says Lisa. Why? You've just asked me to say I'm sus, and now say yeet. Why? Unfortunately, I'm not, I'm not down with the kids like that. I don't get it. You say it. I don't want to say it. I've noticed a great uptick in viewers for channels with 2 other Bedrock players I watched making the switch from Twitch to YouTube. Really? Interesting. I just liked the stream and saw there was more likes than viewers. Well, that's good if there's more likes than viewers. Although that's bad, it means some viewers have gone away. Who do you think you are? If you're here and you haven't hit the like button, then make sure you do. Currently, statistics-wise, we have had 1,035 people viewing this live stream. We've got 128 people here, and on average, people have watched for 10 minutes and 37 seconds before going away again. I don't know if that's good, I don't know if that's bad, but I guess it's nice that there's a solid... There seems to have been a solid 120 plus people for the duration, so that's nice. You yeet something when you throw it, says Esther. I know what it means. I really dislike those terms. I don't know if it's because I'm older and I just don't get it because I'm not in that group. But it just seems like such a... I just don't like it. When people say they've yeeted something or something's clutch or something's sus, it just makes me cringe. It makes me go, ugh. You won't catch me saying those things in a million years because I just think, ugh. Oh, it's teenager speak. Michelle Lim says, I like the YouTube streams better than Twitch because the volume level on Twitch's commercials kill my ears. Yeah, they're not very good, are they? They're not very good at being consistent, those Twitch ads. More people need to hit that like button, says Landon. They do, don't they? I find Twitch a bit distracting from the content in you. What do you find distracting about it? Is it all the Trandom Point redemptions and all the things going on the stream and the sound alerts and all the other stuff that takes away from the content you're trying to watch? Is that what it is? Julian Windress says, are you also streaming on Twitch? Not at the moment. At the moment, I can't because I'm partnered with Twitch, which means that I have to... I'm exclusive. If I'm streaming on Twitch, I cannot multi-stream elsewhere because my partnership doesn't allow it. But Twitch have said coming this summer they're going to take away the exclusivity part of the partnership, so I'll be able to multi-stream if I wanted to. And it is something I'm considering. I just don't know how to manage it because if I'm multi-streaming, I'm going to have 2 sets of chat to deal with, so I'm going to need some sort of software that puts all of those chat things into one, and that could be quite interesting and quite tricky because if people are talking to each other in chat, they're only going to be able to see one of those, so that could be interesting. Could be really interesting. One thing I thought about, and I know this sounds a bit crazy, but I would be not a difficult thing for me to actually make a completely custom chat system on my website so that when I'm streaming, people could go to that and everyone could chat in the same place. But then getting people that are watching the streams to go over to that to do it, I think would be a bit of a nightmare. So I'm not going to do that, but it would be easy for me to do. So much extra going on, sis got nothing. Yeah, I know, tell me about it. Gavarthan says, hey, I'm new. Hello, new. Thought you were called Gavarthan. S Dragon Wolf says, is it because you're no offense, but yeah, because you're older rather than younger. I know what it is. And I don't have an issue with other people saying that, but I think people my age that say that, I just find it really cringy. I think it's... When you hear people my age saying that, you just think you're trying so hard to be relevant. Just be you. Stop trying to be something you're not. Just be you. There are 125 viewers, says MC Cactus. There are indeed. You're absolutely the man, says Edward Cranium. Thank you very much. Multi-stream and use Discord for chat, says Dennis Olsen. I think that would be a nightmare. I think that would be a nightmare, pushing everyone to Discord. How are you, man? Says Gavarthan. I'm good. How are you doing? Do you only play Minecraft, says Whirlpool Plays? No, I play all sorts of games, but I'm only playing Minecraft on this channel because this is my Minecraft channel. I don't have another channel that's not Minecraft, but I do play other games. In fact, on my second channel, I did live streams on a few other games, including Jedi Fallen Order. We got Final Fantasy VII Remake on there. I'm now doing Elden Ring streams, which are on there. So you can see a bunch of different games that I've done, and I will be doing more on Twitch in the future as well. I thought the exclusivity meant you couldn't stream on another platform at all. No, it doesn't mean that. It means that you cannot upload the stream VOD to another platform for 24 hours after you've done it, and you can't multi-stream at the same time. So anything that you're doing as part of that one particular live stream has to be 100% exclusive to Twitch for 24 hours. After the 24 hours, you can upload that stream wherever you want. You can put it on your second channel, you can put it somewhere else, but you can't multi-stream at the time. But after 24 hours you can. But they're getting rid of that in summer, and they're just going to allow people to do whatever they want whenever they want to do it, which is great. This is a nice admission from Twitch that their system's dead and doesn't work. So yeah, we'll see. I will see if it's going to be possible to do multi-streaming and stuff like that. The bone meal, think of the bone meal, don't throw it away. Nah, throw it away, mate, it's rubbish. Oh, I'm ringing. Oh, it's my dad ringing me again. He always seems to ring me while I'm streaming. Speaking of streaming, I am going to be finishing this one soon. Probably got another 7 minutes or so. And then I'm going to disappear. But I will be streaming again this evening on Twitch. It might be this. I doubt it. Probably will be Elden String. Elden String. It's the mobile version of Elden Ring. You'll love it. No, it's Elden Ring. Probably. It depends. We'll see. I might do more YouTube. I wanna get this build finished. I wanna get it done. YouTube, you know what I mean. I might do more Trudy Bedrock. I wonder if that will help people or if it will even make a difference, says Jesse. I think what they're doing is because basically they're in the summer they've said, right, okay, the big partners that we've got, the big Twitch partners who get 70% cut, we're only going to give them 50% cut like we give all of the normal partners like me. But as a result, that people are not going to be happy with that. So that we're going to give them the opportunity to stream elsewhere at the same time so that they can bolster their revenue by things like streaming on YouTube at the same time so they can get, stream super chats and stuff like that. So I think it's just about them doing a bit of give and take in the hope that people will just go, oh, that's too much like hard work. I'm just going to continue streaming on Twitch because it's easy. So I don't know. I also don't know how we're going to keep all of that lit because I suppose we could set the whole thing on fire and have it like a burning, have it like a burning mound, and that will keep it lit. A bonfire, a hay bale bonfire. What do you think, Jesse, to my new build? Have you seen it yet? All the TB, says Jesse. I might do TB. We'll see. Do you play Minecraft Java Edition? I have done. I used to play it a lot, but I haven't done for a while. Do you like my my hay bale? Jesse B. When your dad calls. Elder Ring. Elder Ring. I like it. Personally, I prefer the 20-minute YouTube videos because it's more storytelling for me. I've noticed TBers are starting to do live streams more, which I think is pretty understandable for viewership. It's just easier, and live streaming over the years has become more and more profitable, more and more easy, more and more acceptable. And when that happens, when you've got a system in place that's generating you finance and makes it easy for you to connect with your audience and grow your audience, then yeah, you're going to get a hold of that, and streaming certainly does that. In fact, at one point, I'm sure most content creators that do videos on YouTube must have thought, if they've streamed before, should I just do streaming instead? Because if I just focused on streaming, my streams would grow, I'd get more from that. Because realistically these days, ad revenue's pants. You don't get a great deal from your videos, and YouTube is so oversaturated with Minecraft content creators. It's very hard to grow. It's very hard to make your way there, and it's very hard to make a living from it. So it just makes sense to stream more. But it's very difficult to get out of the habit of making videos. And also, if you just focus on streaming and you don't have YouTube or other content driving people to your streams are really difficult to grow on their own as well. So it's difficult. Yeah, to do both, I think, is the best thing to do. Are you going to put a needle coming out the top, says J1? No, I don't think so. You're the best, Foxy, because I don't know a lot of YouTubers who would record Bedrock Edition. There's loads of them. Check it out. There's loads of YouTube Bedrockers. Foxy, what if you use glow lichen on the tops of the hay bales? I haven't got any, and I think it looks gross, but it's not a bad idea. Hey, Foxy, I just got an RTX 3070 Ti. Where do I get RTX texture packs? Do you have one on your site? You get them from the marketplace. There are some on MCPDL. I do not have one on my site. However, oh no, it won't be any good to you. So no, yeah, marketplace. They're all for free. The NVIDIA RTX packs, so you can get one of those. They're the official ones if you like, but you can get them on MCPDL and places like that. Do you have any tips for making add-ons and resource packs? No. No, because it's not an obvious thing to give a tip on. It's too wide field to give you a tip. If you said to me, I want to make this very specific thing in an add-on, I could give you a tip on whether it's possible or how to go about doing it. But just saying, can you give me tips on how to make add-ons? All I'm going to say is Google what you want to do, try and find some tutorials online, look at the official documentation on how to do it and learn it. Landon Campbell says, Foxy, I got into Minecraft after a divorce to be connected with my kids and spend more time with them. We now have a family realm and it gives us something that we connect through. I love your channel. Thank you very much. That's amazing. That's such a lovely way to use Minecraft. Is your camera on? I'm going to change with the new spectator mode in 1.19. Not in 1.19 because spectator mode is not coming out in 1.19, but as soon as spectator mode gets a little bit more love, is a little bit more stable, then yes. At the moment, even in 1.19, spectator mode is going to require the spectator mode experimental toggle, which means that having it part of the add-on just adds an extra level of complexity to people putting that on servers in worlds and realms and things, although it's not impossible, so we'll see. Lol, I adore you, Jesse. Just that simple no. Wow. Do you have a problem on Bedrock where after you exit the chest you're staring at the sky? No, I don't have that. That's weird. Do you have a tip for skin packs for the marketplace? Are you a marketplace partner? Mike says, best tip, don't. Bouncy Sim says, my tip for making packs is use the development folders and test them out before as you make them. Yeah, definitely. Good tip. Wish I'd come up with it. Right, we've done this, kinda. We need to consider lighting on top of it so that we don't get creepers and stuff spawning and blowing the whole thing up. I am tempted to just set the entire top of it on fire. We don't have fire tick on, so it's not going to burn away. It'll just continually burn. And that could look really cool, but it's not supposed to be a bonfire. It's supposed to be a haystack, and I don't think that's a good idea. I could do a trident coming out, a big trident coming out of it with as if it struck it with lightning and loads of fire. How do I become a marketplace partner? You don't. It's very hard. You have to be somebody that is recognized in the community, has put out a lot of stuff for Minecraft Bedrock Edition, has created stuff that you can prove that you've shown. There's loads of prerequisites to do it, so you have to apply. It takes a long time to apply. My application took over a year, so yeah, you don't. I like the fire idea, says Becca. I like the fire idea as well. Do you think we could have a hardcore in Bedrock Edition? I've already got one. So I got add-on for it. You can download it. As part of the game, I don't see why not. I don't see why they don't add that. It makes sense for them to add that, but for some reason they don't. So magic, says Dresser. Yeah, basically magic, yeah. Jesse, thoughts on keeping this thing lit up? I'm not going to do the inside yet. I'm not even going to start it. We're going to start that in the stream later on today on Twitch. Which, although my voice is already going, I can feel myself getting a sore throat sat here, so I might need a little bit of a break before we start the Twitch one and have a bit of a chilled out stream on Twitch, I think. And take a screenshot for the thing. Can I actually put that on there now? Can I put it on? Maybe. I can. Let's open up Photoshop and just sort that screenshot out quickly. Let's do the stream shot. The screenshot live on Twitch. On to stream. We're not even on Twitch. Jeez. Hang on, my computer's having a moment. It won't open the file. I can't do it. It's too hard. It's not hard. Get on with it. Open file. Now. There we go. That was quick. It did it. This is stream 40. Oh, I don't know which stream this is actually. I won't put a number on it. I'll just put Haystack stream. And we're going to grab the screenshot I just took. Boop. There it is. Zoom in a little bit. There we go. Done. Thumbnail complete. Save it. Save it. Save it. Close it. Save it. Add it to the stream. Options. Change. Find it. Save it. There we go. Stream. Thumbnail. Updated. Epic. Nutbuns, thank you very much to the support tier of my YouTube memberships. Very much appreciate the support there. It's fantastic. Thank you. Should I say season 4 logo? I should say season 4 logo. So they'll like, it'll be all right. What font do you use to make your TB logo? That's a good question. I can't remember. No idea. I think your stick that is holding up the 16 quadrillion sounds of hay. I think that stick is going to break eventually, says Dragon Ball. Is there a key to turn RTX on and off, or do you have to choose the world first? If you do an RTX, you need to put it on either on your world resources or in your global resources, in your active packs. And then you can toggle it using the colon key on your keyboard when you're in game. Please don't ban me. Are you going to check out Chorcino before you go? No, I'm not. Remind me in the next stream. Only because I need to go because my throat's hurting. I want to eat something before I start the Twitch stream. I want to take a couple of paracetamol as well. And I don't want to go all the way to the end because it's a long way to go. It's not a short trip. So I will do it in the next one. Remind me. Right, speaking of streams, peep, if you were enjoying this, you want to see more, obviously, you can check out the VODs of my normal streams, which are on my second channel. The VODs of the YouTube streams are on this channel, my main channel, and I am going to be streaming more Truly Bedrock in about an hour-ish, half an hour, over on twitch.tv/FoxyNoTail. If you're not already following me on there, make sure you do. And if you're not already part of my Discord, make sure to follow me or make sure to join my Discord so you can get all the announcements for when I go live. Jeez, words. Just want to say hi, says Clyde. Well, thank you for saying hi. But now I'm going to say bye. Goodbye.